Hello everyone. So I do have a GitHub account and I have been using it for many years, but I don't really take my GitHub account too seriously. I mean, I also use Bitbucket, by the way. Bitbucket, in case you don't know, uh, is an offering from Atlassian, and most of my private repositories are on GitHub. Sorry, on Bitbucket. But on GitHub, I do have few of my public repositories. For example, my script runner scripts and my Jira shell scripts, my Confluence shell scripts. They're all on GitHub, and I've started now focusing a bit more on GitHub. Although I have used in the past GitHub Pages, where I try to host a website, which I now do, by the way, on GitLab. But I was thinking of exploring and doing a bit of revamping of my GitHub profile. And the thing that I wanted to do today was to basically create an organization. Now, I know that there are a few features in GitHub like GitHub Actions. I believe those features only work when you have an organization. So I thought I'll probably create one organization, and I'll also show you how to do it in case you're wondering. So when you log into your GitHub profile, and by the way, if you're using GitHub, make sure you have that two-factor authentication. So basically, you'll be prompted to enter your code from the authenticator app, and at the same time, if you're using GitHub, I guess you also are doing something from your terminal, from your terminal-based utilities. So in that case, you also need to generate your keys that you need to configure, your public keys, and basically that should be configured with your account. So do those basic things so that you're all set. Now, to create an organization, go to your profile and click on this new organization, and then you will be presented with the option to select a plan. Now they have, I believe, 3 plans. The first plan is of course free, which we are going to use, and it says unlimited public and private repositories, and there are 2000 automation minutes per minute. 2000 automation minutes per month. So that is what I'm looking for. So I'm basically trying to explore if I can, because on GitLab I do have all of my static sites that I manage using org mode are hosted on GitLab, and those sites are updated with any new commit. So whenever I have a new page, I publish it, and then I go to my repository and I basically commit and push those changes. It could be a change or it could be a new blog that I want to write. So that particular blog is of course managed using nothing but first of all, it is managed using org mode, this particular site ravi.pro, and it is also hosted on GitLab, and I don't really pay anything. So in case you're trying to do something similar to basically host a website, a simple site, it need not to be a complicated. You cannot really host a dynamic site. It should be a simple site with you can have a bit of CSS if you want. So I'm basically trying to explore what else I can do here on GitHub, because on GitHub you also have similar GitHub pages, and then of course it says 500 MB of packages storage, new issues and projects. So basically this is something that I am also interested in, because I use Jira. In case you don't know, I'm an Atlassian consultant. I basically help other clients to get the most out of Jira and other Atlassian tools, and I know that a lot of organizations are also now looking to migrate from Jira to simple GitHub issues or GitLab issues, and that is why I thought I'll probably also start exploring these things just for my own learning, but I'll also share with you how you can also use these things in case you are trying to work on GitHub. Maybe you're trying to use it for your own personal project, or maybe you're trying to work on an app or you're developing something. So I think it is always good to know how these things work. So because we want to use the free one, so I'll create a free organization, and I will probably set up the name of the organization. I'm not really sure if I can use the same name because Sparksys is already taken. So I'll probably use Sparksys Solutions. This might work. Okay, and I'll use my email address. So this is fine. Can I use here hyphen? Yeah, I can. So this organization belongs to my personal account, a business, or institution. So I'll probably use my company name, Sparksys Solution and Solutions, and this is of course the owner. Now welcome to Sparksys Solutions, and start collaborating. Organization members will be able to view repositories, organize into teams, review code, and tag other members using at mention. So search by username. So basically, I guess we need to add people here. I'll search here my name, which is already in the organization. So this is fine. And complete setup. And I need to confirm my password, which I can check on a different screen because I don't really remember my password, unfortunately. I think I remember my password. So let me try to enter, because who uses password these days? Let me just take a look at my password very quickly, and then we'll proceed further. It's a bit strange that these days we don't have to remember and memorize the passwords, because there are tools that can do this for us. So let me just open it. Come on. Hopefully it will work. Yes. So we are now logged in. So welcome to GitHub. Woohoo. You have joined millions of developers who are doing their best work, blah, blah, blah. Tell us what you spend time on most day to day. Writing code, planning projects, managing and coordinating engineering work. Okay, that is fine. How many people do you expect to actively work on GitHub organization? 1 to 5. What type of work? Open source. Yeah, most of my repositories are with everyone. That is fine. What do you expect to do on GitHub in the next 7 days? Manage code, collaborate on code, blah, blah, blah. Okay, let us improve security. Okay. Do you have an existing repository for your project? I guess we do have GitHub. Okay, Sparksys Solutions doesn't have any pinned public repository. So this is something that we need to do now. And I guess I'll probably move my repositories here and start managing it. So I thought I'll probably share this in case you want to create your organization profile page. That is how you can do it. And of course it is nothing complicated, but I am also now thinking of apart from of course GitHub, I'm also thinking of diving a bit more into GitLab, because GitLab is something which in fact, apart from Bitbucket, I don't really think I have used GitLab and GitHub that much. But GitHub is, I think, or it has been, I believe, number one choice to showcase your repositories. And I do have a few repositories that a lot of people use, and they look at the code, they use the code to solve their problems. And hopefully now I will promote my company, Sparksys Solutions, here. And I'll probably move some of these repositories. I do have some private repositories that I'm now hoping to make public. Most of them are basically related to, most of them are shell scripts and some Groovy scripts that I wanted to share with everyone now. So I'll probably create a new repository here and move the old ones, or I'll probably merge the old one with the new one. So that is all I wanted to do. I wanted to try and do today, create a GitHub repository with all of you today. And GitHub has, I believe, a lot to offer these days. I believe recently, or I think few months back, or maybe earlier this year, they started GitHub Actions, which I tried for a while, but I never really dived too much into GitHub Actions, which is now my plan. I want to see what all they have to offer. And that is all. Thank you very much. Bye bye.